Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna tackle the garden. It needs some cleanup. We're gonna add some soil and probably plant some new seeds for the spring. It finally stopped raining here, so today is a great day to, as I said, tackle the garden. Let's go. We've had many regrowths of celery, and also I think the Swiss chard, we've cut it back many times and it has grown. We harvested like 3 times and keeps growing back if you keep the roots in the ground. So this celery is regrowing right now, and the Swiss chard is still thriving, so let's harvest a little. It's highly enjoyed by snails. It's filled with tiny snails. I just let the garden go all winter, and already the bell peppers are regrowing. I don't know if you can see. This one is filled with tiny bell peppers. So I'm gonna try to get this a little upright and let them keep growing because they're still producing. That's crazy. I planted these last year in February and they're still growing. That's insane to me. Last year I planted some tomatoes in these, but they did really badly. So this year I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna plant carrots. I think root, because, how do you call it, root vegetables, because it's a deep container and it might take carrots and beets perhaps. We'll see. This pot was lettuce and carrots, I think. My dad planted a mint in here, and the mint has overtaken everything. As you all know, mint is like a weed and it takes over everything. So now this is our mint garden, you could say, and there's always fresh mint. So this one is also from last year, I think, and the mint is thriving. So yeah, fresh mint always. Oh my god, there's still a rogue carrot in here. Oh my god. Baby carrot. I've decided to reset the whole bed, except for this one, because this is growing like 4 peppers. I'm gonna leave this one, but with the winds it leans on the bed, and I mean it's still producing. So, but the rest I think I'm gonna remove everything and just start afresh. Yes, hello. So I think I learned from last year. I did square foot gardening, but some places I found too squished for the vegetables. So this year I'm gonna plant tomatoes in here. I think maybe 1 cucumber. It had like 8 tomato plants and 3 or 4 cucumber plants, and it was just too much for this small bed. So I'm just gonna plant my favorite tomatoes, which were the tiny ones. They did really well here in this soil. They were so sweet and delicious, and we ate lots of them. I think it's the super sweet 100. A lovely tomato. Cucumbers, we had a few. This is soil on concrete, so the roots can't go that deep, but we still had some harvest, you could say, and I really enjoyed creating the garden, and I hope for a beautiful, abundant garden. It's a new day, and today we're gonna plant the seeds in the garden. I made a whole plan for the beds, and I will explain it later. I'm adding some fertilizer to the ground, and I decided to reduce the amount of vegetables I'm growing here. I'm trying peas for the first time this year, which I'm very excited for. I went with 2 tomatoes and 1 cucumber and melon, as you can see. I haven't tried melon before, and I hope it grows. In this bed I also added some fertilizer to the soil and mixed it in a little. I'm pretty excited for this bed. I'm trying lots of new things which I didn't last year. I'm trying French beans, spring onion, patty pan, pumpkin, and watermelon. The watermelon last year didn't take for some reason. I had a little plant, but then it died. I'm still doing the square foot gardening, as you can see, but I reduced the amount of vegetables in the bed, so I gave the squashes more space to grow. I kept it simple here for these containers. I planted 2 varieties of carrots and 1 variety of beets. And here I planted some red onions and sprinkled in chamomile. Yes, I can hear you loudly, Kate. We are here live at the crime scene. One day after the seeds were planted, one of the criminals trampled all over the beds. Make that multiple, Kate. And yes, the beds have been trampled quite extensively. And we already have 2 suspects in custody. Yes, their pictures have been released. Sir, excuse me. Do you care to comment? Sir? Were you alone or did you have help? He's trying to flee the crime scene. Jokes aside, guys, I was quite bummed the day after I planted the seeds to see someone had trampled all over the bed. So we took some measures and put up this chicken wire with some sticks so it couldn't be trampled again. One of the peppers broke off, sadly, so we only have 3 of them growing now. But there's already some growth to be seen. It's been exactly 10 days, so I'll show you what's growing right now. So these are the peas. And they all sprouted, almost all of them, and I'm really excited. Look, it's so cute. I've never grown peas, I'm so excited. And the rest of the bed, look. I didn't plant any of this. These are all volunteer tomatoes that resprouted again. I'm thinking they're tomatoes because this was a tomato bed. They must have grown from seeds from tomatoes that dropped last year. They all voluntarily replanted, so I might have to pull some of them out. And I made a little mistake. I planted some French beans, but apparently it's not a right time to plant French beans, but they are sprouting, so I don't know how I did that. Apparently you're supposed to plant them in June or something like that. I don't know. I made a mistake, but they seem to be sprouting, so that's a nice surprise. And here I planted the spring onion. Already some little shoots are coming out of the ground, and these were the first to grow, the radishes. I also planted in some flowers. I think this might be a flower. I planted in some flowers, which is a first for me, throughout the beds to attract some pollinators and bring in some color. There's not much else. I think this might also be a flower, but the rest hasn't sprouted in this bed, just the radishes, the spring onion and the beans. Perhaps because that side gets a lot more sun than this side. I mean, it's been 10 days. We have to be patient and let things grow. So there was a little accident here with the bell peppers and the little twig broke off, so we only have 3 of them growing now. As you can see, look at them, so cute. And the same here. This is a tomato and the rest are carrots and another tomato there. I might have to pull the tomatoes because this is now a carrot bed. But the carrots have sprouted, the beets as well, and these carrots haven't sprouted yet, so we'll see. And this bed, no onions yet. I don't know what this is. This might be an onion, I can't remember. I haven't really grown onions. I tried last year, but they didn't work out. And the chamomile, I learned my lesson last year. I only planted 1 seed and it died, so this year I just sprinkled a whole bunch and they were already growing, as you can see, which will be nice to harvest for some tea. Look how cute. My sister made this. This is her first crochet project. It's a little wonky, but it's so cute and adorable. She gave it to me. Her first crochet project. Look how adorable. So thank you for spending time in the garden with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye. Did you put your paws in the bed? Hmm? Did you put your paws in the bed? Are you the little criminal? Hmm? I think it was him actually. The paws were pretty big. High five!